Story is called Lewis and Clark. All right, so we know that there were 13 original colonies, and we learned that America grew in size from the 13 colonies to a much larger country. So, to find out how and why, let's review a little about what we've learned so far. Who was Daniel Boone, and why was he important? Daniel Boone was a woodsman who wanted to go west. And with the help from others, he widened the Native American trails to create the Wilderness Road, which people could use to cross the Appalachian Mountains to go west and settle. He is known as a trailblazer. How were Native Americans affected by settlers moving west? Native Americans had already been living in North America for thousands of years when the settlers arrived from Europe. As these settlements became colonies, many Native Americans were forced to move away from their family lands in what is now the eastern United States. Some moved west over the Appalachian Mountains. As more pioneer families moved west over the Appalachian Mountains, the United States expanded. This displaced many Native Americans already living in the area and forced them to leave their homes and move even further west. Who is Thomas Jefferson, and what role did he play in increasing the size of the United States as a country, or how did he make the United States bigger? Thomas Jefferson was one of the founding fathers, and he was our third president, right? And he wanted to purchase the city of New Orleans from the country of France so that the Americans could continue to use the Mississippi River for travel and trade. Where is the Mississippi River? Can you point to it? It's right here. It comes out into the ocean. What about the Rocky Mountains? Where are they? Right here. And what is this land, the green land? What is that called? That is called the Louisiana Territory. And how did the U.S. get the Louisiana Territory? When Monroe met with Napoleon about buying the city of New Orleans, Napoleon also wanted to sell the Louisiana Territory to the United States. So the United States bought the city of New Orleans and the Louisiana Territory. All right, so not many people in the United States knew what was in the Louisiana Territory, just like not many people knew much about the land between the Appalachian Mountains and the Mississippi River before Daniel Boone went exploring there. So I want you to listen carefully to find out who is going to explore the Louisiana Territory and what their tasks or jobs are going to be. We learned last time about the Louisiana Purchase, when the United States government purchased the Louisiana Territory from France. Once the purchase of the Louisiana Territory was complete, President Thomas Jefferson wanted to send explorers to make maps of this new land and learn more about it. Thinking about the Louisiana Territory, Jefferson wondered, is it possible that there are tigers or elephants living out there in those unexplored western lands? No one has explored enough to really know. Perhaps there are plants whose leaves could be used as medicines to help sick people, or which could be delicious to eat. My Native American friends who live there have brought me a few plants to study, but I am sure there must be more plants and animals which even they have not seen. Jefferson prepared to send explorers into the Louisiana Territory. I need the leader of those explorers to be someone I can trust, someone very brave and very smart. A brave person is someone who shows courage and is not afraid to do something, even if it could be dangerous or frightening. President Jefferson suddenly smiled. Why, I know just the person for the job. He sat down and wrote a letter to his former assistant or helper, a man named Meriwether Lewis. Jefferson asked Meriwether Lewis if he would lead the team of explorers. That's a picture of Meriwether Lewis, okay? So this is the path that Thomas Jefferson wants them to take, okay? You see the little red line? That's the path he wants them to take. Jefferson had 3 reasons for wanting Lewis to explore the Louisiana Territory. Jefferson wrote to Lewis, "First, I want you to find out if there is an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean. Travel the Missouri River, which branches out to the west from the Mississippi River. The 2 big rivers meet at St. Louis, so you could start the trip along the Missouri from there. Perhaps the Missouri River flows all the way to the Pacific Ocean, or if it does not, maybe it connects to other rivers that do reach the Pacific Ocean. You can find out for us. Second, you can collect samples of plants and animals so that we will know what grows well in the lands that we have just added to our nation. Third, you must also become friends with the Native Americans you meet. You will want to bring along presents for them so that they know you come to offer peace." All right, what were those 3 reasons that he just gave? To find out if there was an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean, and to collect samples of plants and animals, and to become friends with the Native Americans. When Meriwether Lewis received the president's letter, he was very excited. However, he was a thoughtful man. He wrote back, "I am very honored that you have asked me to do this, Mr. President, and I will do my very best for you and for our nation. With your permission, however, I will ask a friend of mine, William Clark, to help me with these tasks." So this is a picture of William Clark, Meriwether Lewis's friend, the one that he's asking Mr. President, so Thomas Jefferson, if he can bring along. "William Clark and I became great friends when we served together in the Army. He and I work well together. Clark is very good at drawing maps, identifying plants and animals, and he has a lot of experience with Native Americans. I would feel much more certain that we could do the things you ask if William Clark could accompany me as a co-captain. A co-captain is someone who's going to share responsibility as captain or leader with somebody else. So Lewis wants to share the job of captain with Clark. President Jefferson agreed. As Lewis and Clark prepared to start on their journey, they did not know what the dangers and wonders they were about to face together might be. These dangers and wonders are going to make their friendship even stronger. What kind of dangers and wonders do you think that Lewis and Clark might find? All right, guys, question time. All right, I want you to point to the Louisiana Territory on the map. The Louisiana Territory is going to be all of this green stuff, that green chunk, right? It is between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains, right? Because you got your Mississippi River here and your Rocky Mountains here. Why did Thomas Jefferson want someone to explore the Louisiana Territory? In order to learn more about it, right? Because if they're going to live there, probably a good thing to know some stuff about it first, right? Who is going to explore the Louisiana Territory for Jefferson? Yeah, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, or if you want to call them by their last names for short, you can say Lewis and Clark. Okay, so what were the 3 things that Jefferson wanted Lewis to do on his trip? He wanted him to find an all-water route to the Pacific Ocean. He wanted them to collect samples of plants and animals. And he wanted them to make friends with the Native Americans. So why would these 3 tasks or 3 jobs be important to the United States? Why do they matter? because they're going to help build a new country, right? They're going to help people be able to live there, and if they're friends with the Native Americans, it's going to be more peaceful, right? There's a whole bunch of reasons. It is time for our word work. In the read aloud, you heard Jefferson say, "I need the leader of these explorers to be someone I can trust, someone very brave and very smart." I want you to say the word brave for me. Say it in a mouse voice, say it in a whisper voice, or say it in a monster voice, however you would like. Brave. 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 When someone is brave, it means that he or she shows courage and is not afraid to do something, even if it might be dangerous or frightening. I'm going to use it in a sentence. Tanya was brave when she decided to learn to swim, even though she was afraid of the water. Can you think of a time when you or someone you know was brave? Try to use the word brave when you talk about it, okay? So what's that word we've been talking about? Brave, and it means to show courage and not be afraid to do something, even if it might be dangerous or frightening. All right. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.